So here we have the chart for tonight and or in the morning if you're more to the east, and here we have the body graph of the full moon. But let's start with the one that has the aspects. So what we are looking at is the shadow of conflict of the 6th, where the sun is, and it's opposite the earth and the moon, and that's what's going to create a full moon. What is really, really powerful is that we are going to be in the last line here of the 6th and the 36th, and we're going to be very much at the last point of the whole zodiac. We're starting in Aries, which is the first sign, and we have 12 zodiac signs, and now we're in the very last degrees. I think it's the full moon is going to be the most full when we are in the 28th degree of Pisces. And as you can see as well, we have Neptune here in the 22. It's been here for a while. So we have very much like energies that are opposite, like we always speak about the programming partners in the gene keys, the 6 and the 36. Well, now there is a lot of focus here on the Pisces side of it. And it feels important that there are some of the things that need to be looked at, that need to be organized, that need to be improved, like that Virgo energy where we're kind of taking, the sun is shining on that, and we're making small changes or big changes before we're kind of starting to go into something new. It feels important, this full moon in Pisces, that can feel very out there, can feel kind of like we're floating, but it feels important that we go back to this more personal, social side of the wheel, and we look at what needs to be looked at. What conflicts am I done with in my life? How can I serve my body better? How can I be more integrity? How can I stop giving water to the weed in my life that I don't want to nurture anymore? Who are my true allies? So you can see here we have Venus, we have Mercury, we have Mars and the sun. All these closer planetary bodies are asking us for that integrity, for those changes, the last changes we can do here in Virgo before we move into Libra. And then of course, relationship, like what's worth serving, who's worth serving and who isn't, who are our true allies. And Scorpio is okay with things dying, with going deep and seeing what doesn't serve anymore. Venus doesn't really like that. She likes everything to be in harmony and nice, but it is a time to not just get lost, but to actually get more practical with the things that have to change. And there are a few aspects, like we have those blue triangles here that are connected with the North Node. And the North Node, it is that Gemini energy about truth and finding your truth and being a messenger for the truth. And you can be that by being in presence in your body in every moment, in a relationship in every moment. That 20 is not at all superficial. It's really grounded. It's really present. It's really there. And that's what's asked of us right now. And it's connected here also with that Mars energy of embodiment and integrity. And then here with the anticipation of what's coming, which is Saturn, that there is something here where I feel we were in the 19 for a long time. Now we are actually in the 41s. There's some anticipation, and also some of the things that have to fall and have to die, and some of the Pluto energy that is also aspected strongly right now. And some of the structure that's not going to work anymore. The next round in the circle we're going to have, it's going to be different things that are going to work than what's worked before. It just feels important that when the moon in the next few days are coming into this Aries energy, it's going to pass Chiron in Aries. And there is something in this new orbit, like I feel like one of the first places that we're going to be asked to look at is that personal authority. The 21 goes from control to authority to valor. And it has to do with that, the person that remains with a heart open. It doesn't need to control anything, because we can't control anything. Now more than ever, I feel like we understand that individually, controlling is not going to do. The only thing we can do is to come into our true authority and dare to live life with an open heart. And that's what I feel is going to be asked for us here in the next few days, when the moon is going over Chiron here. And it's asking you, are you standing up for your individuality, for uniqueness, in your true authority? Do you dare to meet the world with an open heart? Do you dare, then the moon is continuing, do you dare to still feel like you have your own inner foundation when the things on the outside with Uranus here might be unexpected? And here, when we come to the North Node and Lilith, like, even if there is a part of you that feel like a little bit wounded in your versatility, a little bit wounded in your presence, like how deep can you seek that truth that is in you, that truth that is coming when you are in relationship with your true allies, even when there has been failure before in relationship, even if there are people that are not integrity. Like, how much can you dare to have the open heart, your inner authority, and being present, even when things are maybe not happening the way that you think? We are going into time with sudden, unexpected changes. And that's where we need to have that inner authority, the inner truth, and not depend on others, but interact with others from a place of inner authority and open heartedness, and not a fear that they can come and, like, or that we must have to control them in order to be able to live the life that we want to live. So that feels, it feels like today, and I think we're gonna want to post the link soon, because I was following some of the comments. Like, really, I believe that this is where we're going. Just the moon is moving really fast, so this is where we're going the next week. So I would say the transmission today feels like it's going to lay the ground and activate the things in our own geometry, so that this can be done in a unique way for each one of us. So maybe let's post a link for people, and I hope that you can, if you've never been on a lunar alchemy transmission, I feel like today, in this full moon of Pisces, and where we're going here in those very more tangible, actually, signs where the moon is going to come in, and like you are saying, always important, John, is going to reflect the sun in the 46. The sun is going to shine on our embodiment. How deeply can you be embodied as the moon is going here, reflecting that embodiment or non-embodiment, and also the playfulness or the seriousness, the playfulness or the lack of being in the right place at the right time. All these different beautiful qualities that we have in the 46, when the 46 dares to play with life, to know that it's going to be to meet life where life is. And so in the shadow frequency, seriousness and failing, the easy things where other people succeed. In the higher frequency, it's all about living life from playfulness, from being in the right place, from serendipity, and all these frequencies that allows us to be grateful for life every day, is what I would say about the 46.